So the stock market's going through a little bit of a correction. I wouldn't say the sky is falling or anything like that, but it could be important to look at a couple of other things when the stock market does this. And I'll give you my 2 cents on what you should be doing coming up. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad, and today we're going to be talking about gold and when it makes sense to buy gold, and really the number one reason you should be looking to gold or maybe even gold stocks is in a recession. There's actually 5 reasons that probably would encourage somebody to look towards buying gold in the stock market, and the first one's going to be during a recession period. Now, if you're younger and you're watching this, you probably never experienced the recession of 2008 when a lot of people were losing their minds. I myself was in my mid to early 20s when all of that went down, so I was able to experience all of that happening, and lots of people were driving. Gold went way up during that period of time, and so whenever there's really a correction like that, gold, a lot of people look towards gold because it's more tangible, and to put it basically, you can put value into something that you can actually hold into your hands, which in turn would be gold. Which leads me to my next reason why people would lean towards gold is if the value of the dollar starts to go down, you'll see gold prices go up. Having said that, you see this all the time on the news. If the value of the dollar is going down, you see other currencies going up, you might see gold go up as well. The third reason you probably look for gold related stocks or gold in general is if there's some sort of economic disturbance or financial disturbance. And obviously it's no secret that this trade war between China and the US has created a lot of strain. So that is why we've also seen the stock market go down, and then we'll see gold prices go up. If this continues, I would imagine that the gold prices would probably continue to go up as well, as long as China and US keep having this rift. If there was some sort of agreement they were able to come to, then we'll probably see the price of gold come up, and then in turn see the price of the stock market go up. So the third reason that you would look towards buying gold or gold related stocks would be in a financial or economic disturbance. So if you're looking at, again, obviously at the China and US trade war, that's kind of like what really kind of has caused some of these rifts in this market correction, because China is withholding a lot of those rare earth materials. There's a lot of conflict there. So, the uncertainty is what's going to cause the stock market to come down in the form of a correction. And we've seen that as this trade war wears on, I think that we'll probably see even more of a correction. People will sell on fear every time. A lot of this is very psychological. So just be aware of that. Make sure that you're not trading off of your emotions, and just understand how the market reacts to certain geopolitical things. And also, if there's any sort of crazy run up, let's just say the stock market goes crazy in the next couple of days, we'll see gold come down, and then you can just make your trades accordingly. Speaking of wars, that would be the fourth reason why you would look to buy gold or gold related stocks, is if the US were to go into some sort of war with whatever country, then usually you'll see gold prices go up as well. I don't want to go into too much detail when it comes to that. That's pretty much all you need to know when it comes to one of the fourth reason. It would be if there was some sort of war waged on with another country, you'll see the price of gold spike up significantly. And the fifth and final reason, at least in my opinion, as to why I would look towards buying more gold or gold related stocks would be commodities. If commodities start to go up, such as energy prices, real estate, that sort of thing, then I would be looking towards gold to actually purchase and maybe even hold on to as long as they continue to go up. We saw that with the recession of 2008 leading up to that huge bubble. The price of gold went crazy along with real estate, and then all of that came kind of crashing down. But I don't think we're in any kind of danger of that. So just having said, this is like very much a short-term thing. So I think this stock market correction is not going to be a recession like we saw in 2008, not by a long shot, but it lent me an opportunity to make a trade on JNUG. So if you can see here, I have my Thinkorswim pulled up, talk with my morning mentorship peeps, which if you're not familiar with, I go live with folks from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time. And we just kind of figure out what we're looking to trade today. So it's not like a stock alert type of room. That's not the business that I'm in. I just kind of teach my strategies and how I'm able to find success in the stock market. And if and primarily I trade over-the-counter penny stocks, but in this case, the OTC is doing so terribly. The volume within the OTC markets is so bad that it's forced me to trade some of this NASDAQ-related stuff. And so JNUG was kind of like a no-brainer, especially given the political climate that's been going on in the U.S. So we were able to capitalize on that last Friday at around the 675 range, and then sold out of JNUG at around the 850 range for most of our folks within the morning mentorship. It was a great little runner, and you know, will it continue? I don't know, but we could see this kind of break down over the last day or so. And so for me, it was just kind of like, I'll sell this out right here around 850. Didn't quite get up at the top at 879, which was the high. That would have been great to sell at of, but you know, I was quite happy with the profit that I had here. And so what am I going to do from here? Well, I'm going to just kind of monitor this. As you can see, it's starting to cool off a little bit on RSI. It's also coming down on the Bollinger Bands as well. And we're looking at, as of the recording of this video, it's about 12 p.m. Eastern time. And so I'm just going to monitor this closely and see how the stock market's doing. The stock market actually had a nice little run back up. And so that is why we're seeing a little bit of a pullback on gold. And so I'm just going to keep an eye on this. My thought process here is that as long as the China and U.S. trade war persists, I will still be looking towards gold to be making some pretty decent trades on them as well. Let's just say there's another breakdown in the Chinese U.S. trade talks, then I think that we'll see something like JNUG probably go towards $10 range. And you know, I don't think that's something that would be unexpected moving forward. And that's just kind of like how I've been employing my strategy as of late. The market's been really choppy. It's been all over the place. So we have to be very intentional with those trades and not just throwing darts, right? And so that's why I try to teach my folks within my morning mentorship that, you know, it's ever important to manage that risk, because, you know, you never know what's going to happen in the stock market. So managing that risk is obviously the biggest key to being a successful day trader. And, you know, just understanding these markets, understanding how they work and how they tick is really what's going to set you apart and give you a lot of success when it comes to trading within the stock market. So, and for me too, like I'm you know, evolving, as the OTC has not really lent itself to many great winners with the exception of RAFA and PRED, which PRED looks like it's going to actually go up to NASDAQ soon. If you guys aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, make sure that you check out Stock Watch Sunday, where I go live with folks at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time and talk about the stocks that I'm watching throughout the week. But PRED, I think, is probably going to be up in NASDAQ within the next 2 weeks or so. So that might as well be no longer in the OTC as well. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content such as this. I'm also evolving my channel a little bit. If you guys have noticed, if you have been subscribed, I'm also talking about my business, which is We Trade HQ. If you guys can see this on my shirt here, We Trade HQ is a community of like-minded individuals where you can learn and grow and celebrate each other's success. It's a free platform you can go check out. You can search your favorite tickers, do technical analysis. There's a free forum for each ticker that's out there, and it's just a great community to be a part of. We have over 4,300 members around the globe, learning and growing and celebrating each other's success, and it's just a great place to be, so that no matter what you're trading in the market, We Trade HQ is the place for you. Thanks, guys, again for tuning in. As always, I will see you all before the bell, and B Smith is out.